God asks of us only a good disposition, a good will, which we can manifest through even small, diligent efforts, and by acknowledging our own sinfulness. Everything else He provides. In spiritual life, muscles are not needed. Let us engage in asceticism with humility, seeking God's grace, and thanking Him for everything. For a person who has surrendered without any of his own plans into the hands of God, God's plan is realized. As much as a person is enslaved by his self, that much he lags behind. He does not progress spiritually because he obstructs God's grace. To progress, a person needs to have great trust in God. At every moment, God caresses the hearts of all people with His love, but we do not feel it because our hearts are covered in sediment. When He cleanses his heart, a person is moved, burns, and descends from his mind. He then sees the kindness and goodness of God who loves all people equally. For those who suffer He suffers, for those who strive to lead a spiritual life He rejoices. If an industrious soul only thinks of God's kindness, it rises up, not to mention when it remembers its sins and God's great mercy. When a person's spiritual eyes are pure, he sees God's care for himself and others, feels and experiences God's divine plan with his bared and sensitive heart, and then burns with gratitude. He descends from his mind in a good sense of the word. Because when a person feels God's gifts, they create a fissure in his heart, they tear it apart. And then, caressing his laboring heart, God's hand touches that crack of the heart, so the person jumps from within, and his gratitude towards God grows. Those who strive, feeling their own sinfulness and God's goodness, entrust themselves to His great mercy, elevating their soul to paradise, with great security and little physical effort.